Hey guys, so welcome back here to Born Beautiful here with Amy. If you are new to this channel, make sure to take a second, click the subscribe button down below. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you want to see more like this. And yes, leave any video suggestions down in the comment section. Without further ado, as you have seen by the title of today's video, we are going to do the blush tag. I actually ended up discovering some of my oldies but goodies, and this video kind of made me think I need to go back to some of those. So without further ado, let's go ahead and watch the blush tag. Let's go. Question numero uno. What color of blush do you think suits you best? In my opinion, I feel like nude tones with a little hint of pink or peach suit me the best. Only because I tend to wear a lot of heavy eye makeup, not like really heavy. What I mean by saying really heavy is I like to do like cranberry shades, I like to do pastels, I like to do purples. Those are like my favorite peachy colors. I don't generally do just a like brown natural eyelid, so for that reason I can't be walking around with like red blush or heavy like purple blush. So what I tend to stick to is the nude mauvey kind of colors. So I feel like those, in my opinion, are the ones that suit my skin best. Second question, what kind of blush do you prefer most? Pressed, cream, or loose? I actually don't own any loose, but between cream and pressed, I do enjoy pressed the most, only because I feel like it's the easiest to work with. With cream, I feel like sometimes it could look a little bit oily, sometimes it'll mess up your foundation if it's not a good formula. So for that reason alone, I do prefer pressed over cream. And loose, I just can't imagine having a loose blush. I feel like it would be so hard to control the amount that I get on the brush because I have such a heavy hand and it would just go all over the place. Powdery mess, nah. Favorite shimmery blush? For my favorite shimmery blush, it has to be Papa Don't Peach by Too Faced. This blush is, not only the packaging is beautiful, but the inside. Such a big pan, and when you swatch it, girl, it doesn't look like that crazy in the pan, but when you swatch it, let's just see. This is that perfect highlight for you if you like natural tones and you don't like to do highlight but you still want to look like your skin's illuminated from within. This is that blush. The shimmer is so finely milled that you can't even tell it's shimmer. It looks more like a satin, but there's definitely like some gold specks of shimmer that just give your face this radiance, this lit from within kind of look as a blush, and you don't need any highlights. So I feel like this gives you the best of both worlds. Favorite matte blush? My favorite matte blush has to be Tarte's blush in the tone Sensual. It's such a beautiful shade. Like, the packaging looks like a beautiful color and the color inside is just as beautiful. This is the color right here. Oh my god. This one is more hard pressed, but still very easy to get pigment on your brush. It is a very highly pigmented blush in my opinion, and it's not too dry, but it's not too creamy either. It's like in between. It is a little bit more on the dry side compared to Too Faced ones. So right there you can see it. It is very, very subtle. It's like a very true nude color. So I feel like the finger swatches on the Tarte blushes don't really do them justice, especially on the nude tones, just because they don't look the way they do on the skin. Like, for this blush you really need to get it on your cheeks so you can see how beautiful it is. But I love this one because it's just like a true nude. It's a very, very nude. It has just like a little hint of brown in there, makes it so beautiful. I love this blush for those days when I have a very, very bold eye. I love going with something like this. You guessed it, favorite cream blush. So I'm probably not the best representative of cream blushes out there because I've only owned like 3. Yeah, I know, sad. But like I said, cream is just not my jam. But of the 3 that I do have, I actually do love this one a lot, and I got it for like $6 at TJ Maxx. So if you can get your hands on this, definitely do so. This is from Bare Minerals. It's called the Pop of Passion collection, and this one is in Papaya Passion. I believe there was a mango one, but it was too like orangey for me. This one's like perfect because it has like a hint of pink but orange at the same time, and look at how pigmented that looks. Now you can see right there how it looks very oily, kind of greasy color, but when you swatch this and you blend it, the oiliness, the greasiness just goes away, and it leaves you this a beautiful peachy with a touch of pink blush. But yeah, it's such a pretty color. I love how pigmented it is, but how it works to such a very beautiful subtle pink papaya-y color. It's so beautiful. Favorite drugstore blush. I'm gonna be honest, you guys, I have two. I kind of cheated a little, and this one was such an oldie, and I totally haven't used it, and I swatched it today, and I was like, this brings me back memories of how much I love this blush. And I tried it, and it's still just as beautiful as it was when I got it. How much more affordable could you get? You just can't. $3. This one's in the shade CABANA, and it looks like this. It's so creamy. I can't get over how creamy it is. It's not too pigmented. You could definitely build it up. But look at that shade. Oh my god. It kind of reminds me of the previous one I just tried on, except this one, of course, is a powder consistency, and it feels so beautiful. It's so soft and creamy, very buildable. It's nice and blendable as well, and the color is beautiful. Again, it kind of does remind me of a papaya with a little bit more pink in it, and it's really pretty. I just love this formula. The next one is the MILANI Rose Blush. This one's in the shade 01 Romantic Rose, and as you can see, it's not a 3D rose anymore. It's pretty much flattened out because of how much I've used it. And this is, again, a very mauvey color. It has more of a kind of light color to it. I'll swatch it right next to it, to the other drugstore one. But as you can see, this one's a hint more purpley than this one. This one definitely has like more of a peachy papaya shade. This one's more pink purple. This one is a little bit more dry than the e.l.f. one, surprisingly, even though it's like $5 more, but just as great. Definitely very buildable. Love it. Love it. Favorite high-end blush. It's this one right here. This is from Too Faced. The packaging is amazing. This is the Too Faced Love Flush blush in the shade Baby Love. I love the name. Like, this blush is my favorite high-end one for a reason. It's so beautiful. I just love the color so much. It's so wearable. Like, there's no look that this blush doesn't look perfect in. Again, finger swatch, not doing it justice. Let's swatch it. It's just so soft and buttery, the formula. There you go. As you can see, it's a very light color. It does kind of have like a pink purple undertone to it, but it's just so beautiful. It's like a mauvey, very beautiful color. It blends like magic. It's so soft, and I just love the packaging on this blush. It's Too Faced. I'm kind of biased towards them as well. So this one's definitely my favorite high-end blush. Favorite bright colored blush. I have a couple of bright colored blushes in my collection, but I feel like my favorite one has to be this one by Tarte. This one is one of the Amazonian clay blushes in the shade Natural Beauty. I was so scared when I first got this blush because of how red the packaging looks. Like, you look at that and you're like, oh my god, when am I gonna wear that? Like, can you imagine this blush with this blue here? And then you open it and you realize it's more of a hot pink, and then you're like, oh my god, what am I gonna do with a hot pink? And then you swatch it with your finger and you're like, maybe I bought the wrong blush, maybe I shouldn't have bought this. And then you swatch it and you realize you made one of the best decisions in your life, because when you swatch it, it doesn't look as red anymore. And when you start blending it out, it's just less blended. It creates the most beautiful touch of red on the cheeks. It's just beautiful. It kind of reminds me of, like, I want to say like a strawberry just jammed up in there. such a pretty kind of berry red, and I love it so much. I feel like it's really beautiful, and it doesn't look nowhere near as bright as it does on the pan or in the packaging once you blend it out. Amy, what was your most disappointing blush? Ah, I know. I did not have to think about this long. Immediately I had it in my brain. These blushes right here, especially the purple one, the Mai Tai Buy You a Drink one, is not as bad. This one kind of does look like a very beautiful highlight, like a subtle highlight, but you can make it work. So these are the Wet n Wild Color Icon Ombre blushes that are exclusive to Target, I believe. And this one is the Mai Tai Buy You a Drink. As you can see, it kind of looks like a highlight. You could make it work. If you are like my skin tone lighter, you could make it work. But then there's this purple one, Lilac. It's called In a Purple Haze. Where is the purple? Where? I don't see no purple. I see lilac. That's all I see. And on my skin tone, this looks ashy AF. And I thought it was just the color, but no. For example, I have some purple highlighters. The new one from Wet n Wild. So beautiful. But this one, ashy. Really ashy. I would not wear that anywhere, to be honest. And it doesn't really pass as a highlight either, so I don't know, unless you're like Snow White, I don't feel like these blushes really suit anyone as blushes. Favorite blush packaging. My favorite blush packaging has to be the Too Faced Love Flush blushes. I mean, the name is beautiful. Love Flush blushes, and they're actually hearts, like a love, obviously. The names, all the time and dedication put into this packaging, like Baby Love, How Deep Is Your Love, Funfetti, Your Love Is Ting. They're so beautiful. Like, how can you resist these? The formula is beautiful, but we're just talking about packaging here. And I'm going to show you my favorite one. It's this one right here. This one was limited edition. It came in like in HSN exclusive. It's in the shade Funfetti. Look at that. It's like a funfetti like cake batter color. You see all the different types of colors, like mauvey, like some red, some like light pink. And you see those two little bunnies there, the flowers, Too Faced engraved on it. How else can you make this packaging better? And finally, what is your holy grail blush? It's the color that I like the most. It's the formula that I find it most amazing. It doesn't have to have the best packaging. So for me, that has to be this LORAC blush. The packaging is not my favorite. It's beautiful, yes. It's sleek, it's sophisticated, it's easy to travel with, which I love as well. But the formula on this blush, it's literally like I'm in my blanket. I love the formula. It does have some kickoff, but it's nothing that I can't deal with it for how creamy it is. It's so creamy. And when you swatch it, oh my god. This is like my favorite color on the lips, on the eyes, on the cheeks. Why don't they come out with a highlighter in this color? I can't get over it because there's no other formula that I felt that feels like this. So any of the LORAC Color Source blushes or highlights, bomb. So that's everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching. To you, yes you, thank you so much for watching this video. It means the world to me. Whether you've subscribed or not, it means the world that you took a couple minutes out of your time and came here to watch a video with me. So thank you so much. Make sure you leave your comments down below. I like to get to know you. And if you're new, make sure you take a second, click the subscribe button down below if you wish. And that's pretty much it. Like this video so more people can see it. And that's everything I have. Watch one of my previous videos if you like. So until next time. Bye guys.